All right, spent some time wrestling with the door there. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. How's everybody doing? Happy almost Thanksgiving. We're getting close. Hello from Georgia. Where are you from? I'm from the South as well. I'm from Charleston, but I live in Beverly Hills now. It's so dark here. Well, the sun's setting. Sunsets at like 4:45 now, I guess. God. It sets early now. It's annoying. Is that Plumeria? I don't know what that is. Hi, how are you? I'm great. How's your day? Going great. Busy, but can't complain. Well, I could. Complain, but who would listen? Not you. Hello, guys. What's up, people? How's it going? Plant behind you. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Whatever the housekeeper puts there and keeps alive, fucking, I guess. I got a lot of plants, but I don't know the names of them. I just have gardeners that do. If that helps. I mean, you can look. It's just like I got a whole lot of stuff. I don't know. They look nice. The King, what's up, man? I would have nothing better to do. Well, you come and name them for me. Hey, man. Is there any way to turn a no to a yes? I wouldn't try. If it's no, let them go. Hey, there's a good one. For Russell Hartley right there. If they say no, let them go. Hello from Peru. Hello. Where have you been? I've been around. I haven't really been posting much. You're right. It's been like a couple weeks since my last post, which is like, that's normal for me. God, there was a time I was only literally posting like once a month. Jeez. Time flies. I'm just busy, and then suddenly it's like, oh shit, I haven't posted today. Like, I haven't posted this month. When's the last time I posted? I was like, I feel like I just posted like a week ago, and then I don't know what happens. I'm not really an influencer, I just forget to post, but I swear to God, if I posted a lot, I'd be known, but I just forget. It's not super important to me. Hello. Yeah, time flies when you're so busy. I know. God, almost a month. Has it really been that long? I feel like I should ask you about the stock market. Yeah, I wouldn't, though. What's up, Gogeta? Long time no see. I used to be a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Dragon Ball, all of it. I kind of grew out. Halloween before? No, I posted in November. I haven't gone live in a week or something like that, but I posted, I think. I should just hire a guy to just do my content for me, so I don't have to remember to do it all the time. And the thing is the kinds of thing that I post, I don't even think about. It's literally I thought about posting it today, but I don't even really think about stuff. Like I walk up to the mirror, post whatever's in my head at that moment, and that's it. That's all I do. There's no plan. There's not really even ideas written down. It's not really like that. It's just sort of off the dome. What I want to do my next post on, to be clear, hang on. To be clear, hi from SC. I'm from SC, by the way. But anyways, I live in Beverly Hills now, though. But here's my next post. This is going to be my next little topic. Okay, my next post is going to be about. I'm seeing a lot of this red pill stuff where it's like, guys are like, well, once women hit 30, they hit the wall and blah blah blah. Then their options are going to dry up, ha ha ha, like stuff like that. And it's like, and then they talk about men. They're like, well, men, their prime is in their 50s and they can do all this and that. And I'm like, have you met most men in their 50s, man? Most people are fucking losers. They're useless and fat and ugly and old. Like, they're not just in their prime at 50. Most people don't look and act like George Clooney. It's not that. They're not. Most men won't have this some high-level status, high-income job, super in shape, super put together, still have hair and all that shit at 50. So all this red pill shit, people are like, well, men they can still date girls in their 20s when they're 50. No, they fucking can't. Most of them cannot. They will not be able to, or they can't now, or both. It's just not feasible. And so all these people are like, well, women, when they hit 30, they're going to get their options right. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That's so stupid because most men aren't going to be highly prolific, highly successful, highly in shape, highly capable men that can just pull girls in their 20s. It's not going to be like that for most. Almost all of them. Almost all of them. And here's my proof. Have you met a guy in his 50s? Most of them are fucking losers. Most of them. So what are you talking about, man? You're not going to just get girls when you're 50. Shut the fuck up. I hear this stuff all the time. It drives me nuts. Yeah. Why are you so angry? I'm not angry. It's just, here's the thing. It's like, there was a time where I was, most of my content's legitimately about trying to help guys, like, not be, like, fucking wimp losers, man. Just help them get girls and have a good life and all that shit. I speak about women's issues because women are fucking frustrated just as much as men are. Men are so frustrated. And they're all like, oh, girls are just so privileged. Shut the fuck up, man. You're just making excuses. And then what they do is they consume the same stuff that I consume because I'm talking about dating all the time. So everything on my For You page is some person saying, well, when girls are just going to run out of time, they're going to hit the wall and they're going to be invisible to men, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but men well into their 50s can still get girls. Most men well into their 50s can't get shit. Most of them are fucking losers. Fat, hairy, bald losers. No money, no income. They're a loser at 20. They're still a loser at 50. And that's 99% of them. Most of them. Almost all of them. They're not just getting 26-year-olds. Shut the fuck up. Why are we telling people this? It's misguiding them. Instead of focusing on improving your life today, right now, stop making excuses, stop being mad that women don't pick you. Why don't you just work on shit that will make women like you more? How about that? How about do that instead? But no, let's just talk shit about girls hitting the wall, and then when I'm 50, I'll be able to still get girls. No, you won't. Because you're just indulging in this deferring responsibility, red pill bullshit. That's it. God damn it. Anyways. Have you been to Portugal? No. Got me laughing. You're hilarious. Got me laughing so hard. Yeah, let them keep thinking that. But that's bullshit, man. That's the thing. I just want to, just say that shit. Maybe I'll just screen record this live and that'll be my post. Because I don't have the fucking energy for anything else. God. Anyways. That being said, that's probably going to be, my next topic of discussion. I just did the recent one about gold diggers and shit, and everybody's trying to show that gold digger, and it's just more of the same thing where they're just frustrated that they're not getting women and they're mad that women choose guys that are successful. It's like, yeah, no shit. Just like you would choose a girl that's fucking pretty. It's unfair. It's but it is what it is. So shut up. You get what I'm saying? That's fine. So you like girls that are pretty, don't you? Why are you mad that they choose guys that are fucking highly prolific, successful men? What? Obviously. What are you mad about? The obvious thing? You mad that the sky is blue too and the grass is fucking green? What are you mad about? That's a green screen. You think this is a green screen behind me? It's my backyard. It's my house. The pool's covered right now because it's fall and all the leaves fall into the pool. Look at those eyes. You can't have them though, but thank you. You can take a look at them. Wow, lovely view. Yeah, it's all right. Sun setting is certainly a little nice out there. Sure. They only say that because they're broke. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just you don't have any gold to dig, so you're mad at gold diggers. I get it. Where are you? I'm in Beverly Hills. Living the dream, sir. I am. Hi, your background is beautiful. Thank you. You look like a dream. I'm from Germany. Hello. I sprechen Sie Deutsch? Speak a little German. I took 4 years of German, and howdy, Nelly. I took 4 years of German in college. So kein bitte, but I didn't really practice it, but I had to do it because I studied physics and mathematics in college. And at the time, you had to have a degree, to have a master's degree or higher in physics, you had to have also a degree in German because all of the best physicists were German and most of their work wasn't translated accurately enough at that time. So therefore, it was a requirement. That's since been abolished. You don't need that anymore. Everything is translated perfectly now. But at the time you did it. So I had to learn German, man. And I learned it for a bit and I got through it at least. Ugh. But then now I haven't used it so long that I don't really know much. Struggling to learn English. Well, I'm from the South, so I'm not so sure how much you'll pick up here, but good luck. Jesus loves you. I've heard. Well, ain't you beautiful? Good days and bad. But I'll take it. Hello from Portugal. How's your day going? It's going great. Happy early Thanksgiving. Hello, guys. What talent don't you have? Well, I wouldn't say German's talent so much, but you just missed it, Nelly. I had a pretty crazy rant just now. You missed it about guys thinking that they can date younger women when they're older and how they fucking can't. How guys, because we're talking about red pill shit, Nelly, so it's like we're saying guys are like, oh, girl's going to hit the wall when she's 30 and she won't be able to get any more, she won't be able to get attention from guys. She'll be invisible to men. They're just saying that shit. And then the guys are going, well, I can still date 20-year-olds well into my 50s and all that stuff. And I'm asking the question, have you met a man in his 50s? Most men, 99% of men, even in the first world countries, in the best countries, they're like fat, overweight, broke losers. Divorced, bunch of kids, fucking paying alimony, living in a fucking one-bedroom apartment, broke as fuck, ugly as fuck, old as fuck. They're not dating 26-year-old models like they think they're going to. Have you met most men in their 50s? It's not gonna happen. But but these kids are like, people are indulging in this content like, yeah, she's going to hit the wall at 30, but I still got more time. As they eat garbage and get fat and stupid. Like, that's really what's happening. And they think they're just going to just date models when they're 50. Or they can, or they're going to be able to. And most of them fucking won't. You just can't. Most people will not look like George Clooney. They just won't. So unless you're that, the rare fucking 1% anomaly that is somebody like that, you're not going to date 20-somethings. You're just not. You're just still going to be a loser. You're at 30, indulging in this content that's like making bullshitting women and placating some fake fantasy to men that they're still going to be great. And then they're losers then, and then they're going to turn 50, and they're still going to be losers then too. They're not going to get girls. They're not going to just get girls at 50. That's not going to happen. Okay? They will also be invisible to pretty women. Do you understand? So why the fuck are people, especially men, indulging in this content that's belittling women and their time spans? Their time span's fucking limited too. Most of y'all peaked in high school. Most of you. So that being said, what the fuck makes you think that you're simply going to now just date models when you're 45, 50 years old? Good luck. I don't think so though. I think that's sending the wrong message. And instead of that, just work, man. Why don't you be better? You know what happens? You get older, life's hard, starts what does Shakespeare say? The vile blows and buffets of the world have sowing sense. Life's tough. And you stop giving a shit about the things you used to give a shit about when you were younger. You stop grooming yourself as much. You start caring less that your hairline's fading away. You start caring less you're gaining a few extra pounds. You start caring less about how you dress and all that stuff. You just stop giving a shit. Anyways, most people don't focus on keeping all that shit up. Anyways, that's the majority right there. So just from that part alone, set aside good genetics, set aside work ethic. Just that part alone is going to make you ugly by the time you're 50. Straight up. That's it. And then after that, then also the likelihood that you're a massive success in your business, that you're hardworking and you're like really conscientious and you're building a whole empire for yourself and you're becoming somebody of notoriety is also a rare fucking thing. And then to be attractive like George Clooney, have something set up where your life, you legitimately have an empire where you're a massive success and people know you for that. And then you have a social circle that is exciting enough to attract young girls like Leonardo DiCaprio. It's so fucking rare to think that you are going to get that is a fucking fantasy. Okay? And you're happy that women, oh, you're 22 now, but wait till you're 30. But you're happy about that. And you think in the fantasy world that you live in, that at 50, you're just still going to be able to get 25-year-olds. No, the fuck you won't. You'll still be a fucking loser and you'll be uglier, fatter, and older. That's it. That's all for most people. So instead of that, instead of being mad at women, why not just work, man? Why not just work today? Why not build something today for real? For real. So that then you might have some fucking chance. And even if you do become successful, you're probably still going to be too fat and ugly to get girls that are models when you're fucking 50. Unless you're massively successful. And you probably won't be. So why are you indulging in belittling women? Instead, just work on yourself. How about that? Love it in the background. Yeah, it's pretty good. The sun's setting now. I had to move it a little bit because it's like, it legit will blind you if I'm not like angled just right. The sun's setting. It's good though. It's a nice sunset. You know, it's going over the treetops right now. So what about you, Russell? What do you like? Well, I like girls that are strikingly pretty. You got to be incredibly, very, extremely pretty. Like everybody's like, oh shit, when you walk in the room. I like girls like that, personally. Preferably in their 20s. But I'm doing all right. Don't worry about me. I'm from Martius. What is it? Martius? Great. Men's options usually peak in their 30s, providing they make something of themselves. Women's options usually peak in their mid-20s. Yeah, it depends. Again, that's what I'm saying. Making these generalizations don't help you. They just simply hurt you. Who gives a fuck? That's the real answer. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares what generally men's options are? And who cares what generally women's options are? And all that speculative bullshit that doesn't account for anything else. Just data and statistics. And guess what? Romance is not driven by that. It's driven by individuals with unique personalities, with unique looks and characteristics and behaviors. All these things, compatibility. There's so many other factors that are unmeasurable, immeasurable. Okay? So that's what it's driven by. So the answer is, who gives a fuck? Just worry about what you can get. Just do that. And you'll be way happier. Trust me. Do you think women are naive about the importance of appearance? Many I coach seem to rank it low. The appearance, women need to, here's the thing, men are super hyper visual. Somebody just asked me just now in this chat, what is my type? And my type, to start, before I would even begin a conversation, she needs to be strikingly beautiful. Like, she needs to be a person that goes, oh, fuck, she's really pretty. And then I would be like, I want to go talk to that girl. So before we even speak, before we even say anything to each other, before I have an interest to even speak to her, I would have to look at her and believe she's strikingly beautiful first. So, therefore, looks matter. And they matter on both sides. But especially for men. They're so visual. And it matters how the women look. And if you don't think it matters, you're mistaken. Because it's 100% One of the most important factors. It's the thing that even opens the door. That's it. If you're not attracted to the person you're dating, what's the point? You're not going to meet people that are interested in you romantically if they're not attracted to you, lest there be ulterior motives. Do you understand? So, your appearance matters a lot. The way you look, how in shape you are, how you dress, how you carry yourself, how your body language, all of it. The way you appear matters so much as a woman to a man. So much. Remove the filter then. There is no filter. This is no filter. Look. No filter. That's funny as fuck. That's the best part. Yeah, Yeah, remove the filter. You're talking to somebody else though. So let's see here. I asked a girl today what she can offer a guy. She said she would help build his business. Well, women can offer auxiliary support. Now I wouldn't say not every woman can help build a business, whatever. I'm just saying what they could do though is be somebody that you can sort of like vent your issues to, and they actually give a shit about your day. Women help in that way. Maybe they're not, Fortune 500 CEOs or building companies or whatever, but what they could offer is the emotional support, and they can absorb a lot of the negativity and the stress from the man that they love. And it will help him navigate through his day, and maybe sometimes provide an insightful eye from a different angle that maybe you didn't see it. And where she doesn't need to have the acumen of a CEO for a Fortune 500 company, by simply offering support and just like a loving support role, that could help them build their business indirectly. Okay, bye. Thank you. Okay. Studies show, here's a question. Studies show that men don't want women whose ambition exceeds his. Thoughts? I don't know, man. I personally, I think that's a matter of preference. Some guys like girls that are hustlers and all this stuff. Personally, I like my woman at home, man. I make so much fucking money that I don't need a woman to work. I'd rather her not work and just be available for me, because my schedule's busy and all over the place. Who knows what the fuck I'm doing at any given time. So I'd rather her just be available and recharged for the day. I don't personally want a woman who's like out there grinding, busy, and she comes home tired, and I only ever see her when she's exhausted and she's just barely recovering because she's got a busy work day like me and all that shit. I don't really like that personally. But some guys, they like girls that are hustlers and doing their own thing and building their own business and all that stuff. I don't need the security of that. I don't need the financial security of that. I don't need the net of that. I don't want to rely on her financially in any way. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. I'd much rather have, like a wife at home. Way better for me, personally. But I can see where some guys might prefer that, but I think they kind of see that from a position of scarcity. Like, just in case things don't work out for me, my wife's always got a good career that I can fall back on, and I'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine in the spirit of teamwork and all that shit. I get it, fine. But I think that, for me personally, I'd rather just, my wife be well rested, put together, not busy and scrambling like I often am, and like doing all this shit. I don't need her to be that, because I can be enough of that for both of us. Trust. Personally. Are you married? No. It's adorable that you speak of this like you haven't been married. I haven't been married. What? Do you think all men cheat? I kind of do. I don't know, man. It just depends. I think some guys are busy. I think that a lot of guys straight up just don't have the option to cheat. They didn't set their life up in a way where they actually ever meet new women anyways. So it would be very difficult for them to cheat. And if they're, they're coming home every day and they're coming home every night, they got kids, they got a job, their finances don't allow them to really kind of venture out too much. It's not like they're going on work trips or vacations and things without their, wife or whatever. It's kind of hard. Your wife knows every day about when you're coming home. I don't think there's a lot of guys like that just don't ever have the option to cheat. So even if that crossed their mind or this a once in a while fantasy or whatever, then great. But I don't think that they could actually act on it. Most people, like I said earlier, most men, they get old, they get fat, they get ugly, they lose their hair, all these things that happen to them, and it starts limiting their options fucking anyways. So and then also their life isn't set up where they're meeting a lot of young, beautiful women that they would cheat with or could cheat with. So I don't necessarily know about that. I don't know that all men cheat. I just think that men that have a lot of resources, an active lifestyle where they're engaging with lots of people socially, have more opportunities to cheat. Not sure. Number one time that men cheat is their lunch break. Yeah, I guess so. Are you bi? No, straight. Nothing wrong with being bi or gay, though. Are men only as faithful as their options? Too blanket a statement. Again, some people just don't have their life set up to do that. But other people just aren't interested so much. I think also past a certain age, you just crave sex less in general. And I'm not saying that there isn't a fantasy that you might, and want to indulge in here and there with somebody new, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying that isn't possible, but for most men, that isn't possible. And then also they just crave it less. So if they feel satiated and they're focused on other things like their family or their business, whatever it is, they might not have the energy to. Does that make sense? So it's maybe there are options for them, but maybe they just don't really have the interest in doing that because they're satiated from whatever's going on at home. Why bother? Why bother with men when they enjoy cheating? Well, I don't know. Does it really matter if they enjoy it or not? You know what I mean? Some men feel really guilty. Some men feel really guilty about masturbating. They're just really guilty about it. Depending on if you were raised religiously Catholic or some shit. So I would say it's always an enjoyment thing per se, but I would definitely say that that's not really the point, is it? People cheat, not just men. People cheat. You get what I mean? Women will cheat too, just the same, and they will shock you. It's some girls that you would never think had it in them to cheat absolutely fucking will if it's the right timing and circumstance, or they think they can get away with it, even if it's just for fun. Witnessed it firsthand. So it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Everybody does it. Okay. Just for some people, it's a deal breaker, game changer. Fine. Other people, I wouldn't sit with the betrayal, but I don't think that relationships should be predicated solely on handcuffing each other from having sex. Personally, but that's just me. That's a good one. Matt says, I've had countless opportunities to cheat. Good for you, Matt. And have not. I'm battle tested, bro. Yeah, there you go. I hope that she sees this comment. Women with more money cheat more. Yeah, men that have the options, they can do more things. They're more prolific in life. Usually, if you have more money, you have a lot more going on typically. That being said, yeah, I think so. If you have less money, it's harder to cheat because you got to work. You're busy, you're working, you're paying bills. What are you going to do? You can't spend extra, can you? What do you think about open relationships? I don't think most people can handle them. I think most people have an idea that, open relationship sounds great, sounds very fun and pornographic and all this stuff. But again, most men don't have the ability to even pull that off properly. And even if they could, especially when the women has the options and it's more easy for them and they start having that, indulging in that open relationship, let's say, then the jealousy happens. And then both parties, it becomes a big fucking mess. Hey, handsome. Hello. Dodge and weave. Yeah. What? Thanks. Hung plans. What? Oh, Thanksgiving plans. Yeah. Just a little local Friendsgiving thing. How you doing? Doing great. Hello. Okay. Just checking here. So, why do you look like Justin Hartley? I don't. But people ask me if that's my brother. He isn't. What's a good height range for men? A lot of women prefer guys that are 6 feet and up. That's tough. In a lot of countries, that's tough. Why are you so handsome? Well, good days and bad. How do you think the recession will impact modern dating? I don't think it impacted at all. I think people just date differently. That's it. It's the same thing though. It doesn't matter whether people are making a lot of money and happy and prolific, or if they're depressed and broke and all that stuff. They still come together no matter what. They'll suffer together or they'll thrive together, but they'll still come together. Newly single after 14 years, I don't think I'll ever want to date. Well, what's the alternative, sis? You're just going to sit at home and just hope that, Prince Charming comes riding up to your castle and you're just going to let your hair down like fucking Rapunzel and some guy's just going to magically appear in your lap? It's not going to happen. You're going to sit at home and you're going to be fucking on your bed, depressed as fuck. You need to get out there again. The alternative is loneliness, endless fucking loneliness. Or while you're still young, you can go out and meet somebody that might even change your whole viewpoint on life. Let's put it this way. My grandmother in her 50s, she was younger than my grandfather. Maybe that's telling, I don't know. But so she was younger than my grandfather, but she's in her late 50s. My grandfather died, and then she, met a wonderful man at like a church group or something like this, and then they kind of secretly got married because it's like my grandfather. They got married though, and I see her now, and she couldn't be fucking happier. Smiles all the time. I haven't seen her smile like that since my grandfather died, and she's just so happy and warm, and you can tell she has a new lease on life. She's just sort of created this new life for herself because of this man that she never thought she would ever meet. By putting herself out there. Yeah, I was at church, but at least she was getting out of the fucking house and meeting other people. That's what you got to do, because the alternative is what? Oh, I could never bring myself to dating. Yeah, there's just no way for me. It's just been too long. So, okay. So you're just going to, sell off into fucking loneliness and misery just because it seems a challenge to meet new people. Get out there. Get out there again. Trust me. Your life will be way better for it. Just even if you don't end up dating, just by having a better social life from what you probably don't have one of now, it will change. It will change you, and you'll get better for it. Trust me. Get back out there. Go to a casino and meet your man. That's a bit dicey, but get out there for sure. Be depressed in a relationship. Well, you're going to be depressed regardless. If you're going to be depressed, that's happening anyways. So, misery loves company. People stop going after people you're not attracted to. Yeah, that's a good plan. I think that's fair. How are you this good looking and sitting here talking on live? I would be out. Well, I feel that I have a message. I don't know what that message is. We're getting there. But I feel I got something inside of me that I got to get out. So here you are, and here I am. We're talking one way. That's perfect, because I'm a talk at kind of guy. I'll sit on my soapbox and preach. And I'm a preacher by nature. And this sort of platform where I can speak in one direction, perfect. Because if I wanted to hear your not so well thought out opinions, I would have invited you to my live. So instead, I get to do this. And this is a great way for me to vent, so I'm not accosting people out in the world. Perfect. How do we meet men? Apps or in person? Both. Cast a wide net. It's helpful. 3.5-year relationship ended tonight. How do I get over not seeing them? Well, it's going to be tough. You guys, you got a long relationship. It's quite a bit of commitment. 3.5 years, long fucking time. Spending almost 4 years together with somebody. I'm sure at this point you're already planning for the future. So that being said, I feel bad for you in a way. That sucks. But I'll tell you this, just so you know. Every time I've been sad about a breakup, and I have been many times. This is my first rodeo. I've lived a life, okay? Every time that I've been sad about a breakup, by the time I meet somebody new, that new person ends up being way better than the last. Way better. Like, not even in close comparison, actually. Like, way better. And part of that, I think, is that you'll learn a lot about yourself having been in a long relationship with somebody. You learn kind of what you will and won't tolerate, what you like, what you don't like. You've also evolved sort of as a person yourself. And now, when you choose people in the future to spend your time with, you'll start to be more discerning with who you spend your time with. And then when you finally make a choice with somebody new, that person, because of this, ends up way better. Because you picked better. That's how it goes. That's how it always goes. Unless you're just fucking stupid, and some people are, and you pick the wrong people over and over and over and over and over again. Most people improve, and they learn, and they grow, and they evolve, and they date better, and they marry better, and so on. Usually, the new is better than the ex. So take solace in that. It's going to hurt today, but when you get over it, and you will, make sure you're putting yourself out there, and you'll find better. Trust me. That was deep. I don't know if that was that deep. To me, what some people think is deep, I think is just fucking common sense, personally. But, okay, that was deep for you, fine. But I hope that it helps. Truly, I do. All right, let's see if I can adjust like this situation. The sun's coming down. I'm getting kind of partially blinded. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can. Is that better? Is that better or worse? I don't know. We're going to make do. You know what I can do? I can turn the lights up. Hang on a second. Turn some lights up, turn some lights on. There we go. Now we can see. All right, let's get some support here. Some back support, some good back support. Okay. All right, let's see. Christy says, where are there quality caliber men in LA who are not into this hookup culture? The thing is, Christy, especially in LA, most times the men that women choose often is wrong. They choose the worst guys over and over and over and over again. They have all these options, and then they choose because they're young, naive, and ignorant, and it comes with it. You choose the wrong people every time. Oftentimes you've met great guys that you've curved. And then instead opted for guys that weren't so great. And then you end up fucking, in my life, asking me, well, where are the great guys at? Well, stop picking the wrong ones. How about that, Christy? Stop picking the wrong ones. Start there. First and foremost. They're probably already in your DMs. Go through them. High caliber men select you. Yeah, well, you got to position yourself right, but that's true. You think that they select you, but if with good positioning, you're selecting them. You think that by leaving St. Louis with more to do, it'd be easier to meet men. It is easier to meet men. It's a bigger city. In LA, it's like a whole lot of there's a whole lot of people here. There's a lot of people to meet. All different shapes and sizes and, everything else. That being said, you're just choosing the wrong ones over and over and over again. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Hi, I'm Alma. What watch are you wearing? This is a Vacheron. Little blue in it. No. You know. This man could go to a funeral and still go live. Okay. Bro's on his 5th drink. No, well, I'm drinking bubbly. EQ is more important than IQ. I know, right? It's the thing is, you meet intelligent people. Oftentimes they're depressed. They know too much. They're too smart. They see through. They pierce the veil too quickly in their life, and they realize, oh shit, this kind of sucks a little bit, and they get depressed. High IQ people, men or women, typically are more likely to be depressed. It's always the low IQ people that are living their best lives, man. I swear to God, Guys or girls that are really smart are just always just kind of like, fuck, man. They just see everything and they start to find deeper meaning in life. And guess what? That's fucking hard. You might not ever find it, or at least you spend the better part of your life searching for it. And when you realize that you're responsible for creating your own meaning, you might be surprised about like how difficult that might be. And it makes people depressed, man. Or they're really smart, but they haven't found an outlet to use that intelligence. Also makes you really depressed. Like there's a lot of that. You're right. High EQ is better than high IQ because we live and thrive amongst people for sure. Being super smart is oftentimes a road for depression. Wow, facts. Welp, story of my life. Beautiful view. Thank you. Are you talking about me or are you talking about the background? But I'll take either one. I thought this app was for young people. Are you young, Solo? You're very entertaining. Love it. Thank you. I'll take it. What's up? Good question. What's up, Eli? The background. Okay. Well, either one. Both. All right. I asked a question. By the time you see it, it's 30 comments up. Well, there you go. What's an unattractive quality women can have that men notice right away? Excluding looks. Attitude, man. Attitude. God, you ever met a woman, even if she's pretty, that's just not pleasant, just like prickly, just like frustrated and like kind of just mad at everything, Just like, oh God, the waiter didn't, my nails didn't come out, and just always just complaining, man, just not a pleasant addition to your life, just always has some negative ass shit to say all the time. It's so infuriating. Could you imagine spending any amount of time with a person like that? But a woman specifically, especially you're dating, and they're just problem after problem after problem, and just complaining about it all the time. Nobody cares about the goings on in your life, especially if it's inconvenience for you. Nobody gives a fuck. You get what I'm saying? So just don't say it. There's no reason. I have so much inconvenient shit happen to me every day. Every day. I run multiple businesses that are operating more or less on their own, but there's oversight for me. They're doing their thing. I have social things that are going on. I got just stuff, right? Just like we all do. We got all our shit going on, right? And so I have inconvenient shit happen to me all the time. Literally every fucking day. All right? Before this call, I'm in here getting lawyered, talking to lawyers, trying to get deals, this and that, and they're just lawyering the fuck out of me. I could sit here and complain about that shit. I could vent to some girl I don't know about it, But nobody gives a fuck. Don't complain about anything ever. What's the point? Instead, just be pleasant, man. Okay? But some people just don't get that. They really just like to marinate themselves in just the sympathy of all their complaints. Well, I had to sit in extra traffic today. I couldn't believe that. Just fuck. God. Nobody gives a fuck. So why bring that home to anyone? You see what I'm saying? And when I meet people like that, especially women, even if they're pretty, it instantly makes them ugly. You get what I mean? I hope that answers your question. Never did I think I'd agree with you. Probably, Logan, you would probably agree with most of the things that I say, actually. Most things. Are you for real? Like, do you have kids? Life can be trying. What? Yes, I'm for real. No, I don't have kids. Yes, life can be trying. That was so many points jammed into one thing that wasn't even a question. I don't even know. Where's your wife? I don't have a wife. I'm doing all right though. Don't worry about little old me over here. I'm doing okay. I have a question. Why are men so no longer providers? They are. What do you mean? You just gotta meet and date the ones that can provide for themselves first. Number one, right? Then by an extension of their work ethic and whatever comes of that, they should be able to provide for the people close to them, like their family, their wives, kids, whatever. I have friends like that. I know. I did too. Not anymore though. Fuck that. Hey, crush. Hey. If you could choose two, beauty, loyalty, or money. Beauty and loyalty. I don't need anybody's fucking money. I don't want anybody's money. I'm good. I'm good enough for both of us. Trust. I don't need the money. Beauty and loyalty, 100%. I like your vibes. Thank you. So what do you need? I don't need anything. I don't need anything. My life is dope. Everything in my life is sick. I don't need anything. I can want things. I can like for things. But I don't need anything. I'm not looking for anything because I don't need anything. Loyalty is most valuable to me. Yeah, sure. I think a lot of people think that. Hey, he's my crush. Oh, you think so? I can't stand chronic complainers. Me neither, because they don't do anything. They'd rather just like I said, marinate in the complaining. Oh, well, this happened to me. Oh, God, people are like that so bad. They'll complain about all the stupid little things. Well, my car broke down, and then I had to do this, and I had to call a guy, and then I had to... Who gives a fuck? Nobody cares about any of that shit. So don't talk about it. Who gives a fuck about your inconveniences? Ugh. What are you trying to accomplish with that? You know? If it's an active problem that needs to be solved, okay, fine. But just venting it does nothing. And it makes people not like you. So just don't even say it. Who gives a fuck? We all have inconveniences. Just deal with them. Be a grown-up. Deal with your inconveniences. No biggie. It shouldn't define you or be what's the most important thing to happen to you in your life today. You know what I mean? Just move past it. Do you want to be so famous? Well, I don't post enough to be famous, but I bet if I did, I would be. But I just don't post enough. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll be particularly inspired. But oftentimes, when you try to be famous, then you get everybody's not so well thought out opinions imposed upon you. And it's like, what is this shit? Can't just live in peace anymore. So I don't know if I want that either. So I'm still on the fence about it. Not that I'm indecisive, I'm just straight up busy. But maybe one day. I don't like negative energy. Just live, laugh, and love. Yeah, I'm sure you have that on your wall too, don't you, Ina? So, Russell, you will date someone that is poor, and you're okay with it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Dude, I'd rather a girl that I'm dating not have a job at all. At all. Why do I need her to work? I don't need her money. I don't need her to contribute to the household in any way. I'm good. Well, I'm good. I don't need that. Work with me. Work with being a good partner to me. Work on keeping your man and your family together and your husband happy and your kids happy and well raised and all. Work on that. Do that. I don't need a woman to make money for me. I don't need that shit. God. Yeah. No. Yes, I would date a woman that's poor. It's me. Hi. Do you think a guy will date a woman that doesn't have a college education? Yes. Yes. Because you don't need a college education to be a good wife and mother. You get what I'm saying? You need a good college education even if you're in a, let's say, not Big Ten. But you don't need a good college education to get a man. You need a good college education to get a job. You get hired because you have a good college education. And if the man wants you to be a wife and mother, why the fuck would he need you to have a college education? You get what I mean? Unless he's just like some sort of personal fucking pride or something. I don't know what that's about, but I don't need my woman to work at all. Just be a good wife and mother. That's dope. It's way better for me. God, working and having even a business where you have to pour your whole soul into it, it hardens you. It makes you callous and discerning, and you sort of try to look for the angles, and you become calculated, and you're just trying to find opportunity. You become opportunistic and all that shit, and that's like not what I want at home from a woman. I don't need that shit. I do enough of that. I'm around people that do that all fucking day and night, 7 days a motherfucking week. Why do I want that at home too? You get what I'm saying? God, I don't need that. Yeah, I must love dogs. Yeah, you must love dogs. How to approach a man? Well, I wouldn't worry about approaching a man. I would just worry about positioning yourself so that the man can approach you, because it empowers him to think that he got you. You know what I mean? But really, you're getting him. Wink, wink. So what I would do if I were you, it just depends on what your settings are, and I don't know anything about you, where you live, or anything like that. But instead, I would just put yourself in a position where it makes it's almost awkward for him not to approach you or say something to you. So it's all about positioning, sis. If you put yourself nearby, okay, in a way where it's like it'd be weird if he didn't say anything, then you can allow him to think that he opened you. But really, you put yourself in a position where he had no choice. So who opened who? You get what I mean? Play the game. That's the real game. So you would approach a woman who is homeless and date her. No, listen. I would never approach a woman that is completely disheveled and living like on the streets and the smelling and not put together well. You think that that's my type? If I saw that, you'd go, oh wow, she's gorgeous. You think I would do that? No, of course not. I like pretty women that are well put together, strikingly beautiful, and pleasant to be around. That's what I need. And I don't think a person is going to be pleasant to be around, strikingly beautiful, well put together if they're homeless and on the streets. Do you think that? Do you think that that's what it would be? Because it just seems like a silly question. Not all careers are strenuous and stressful. Yeah. But also, if your career is not strenuous and stressful, then it sounds like you're in a career that's just simply wasting your lifetime anyways. What are you working on? Data? Excel documents? Shit that doesn't matter to your life or family in any fucking way? You know what I'm saying? Like a Cinderella story, you were a fixer-up. Well, I have been accused of being a fixer-upper. I've done that. I've done that a lot. Finding the gems, sifting through the rough. It's tough out here. Yeah, I don't mind that shit. I'll buy a girl diamond earrings. I swear to God. I swear to God I will. I have. Who hurt this guy? Nobody. I'm good. No, you haven't. Yes, I have. You rocked at Northrop Grumman. Wes still talks about your meeting. Really? No way. He doesn't work there anymore. That's funny as fuck, though. That's a true story. All my stories, I always tell those true stories, but that story about me meeting Wes Bush was a really wild ride. I never thought anything would come of doing that. It was like I read it in a book somewhere that somebody did this. I don't know if it was Dale Carnegie or something. When I was a kid, I didn't fucking know anything. And I wrote him a letter. And it was a bit brown-nosing a bit, but it fucking worked. It worked in a way that I never thought it would. And what it really taught me, though, was the power of your network. It's so important that you network well, Where did you get your teeth whitened? I haven't gotten them whitened ever, professionally. When is your B-day? October 2nd. Buy a girl diamond earrings, and she's yours forever. You think so? I don't know, man. Somebody stop me. Would you date someone that's already a mom? I don't want to raise anybody else's kids. I want to have kids, but I don't know if I want to raise anybody else's. Also, don't hurt to compliment people. Also, it doesn't hurt to compliment people. Yeah, I kind of did compliment them. You're right. In that letter, you're right, I did. I'm not a diamond type. Well, what type are you, Yesenia? Same. Would you date a corn star? I'm pro sex worker, man. I mean, I'm about it. I wouldn't not. But you know, she'd have to just be great. I mean, she'd have to be dope. Can I love you? Do you love me? Libra, oh boy, makes sense. Guess so. No kids. Yeah, no kids. That's probably a good one for me. What if you love her? Well, you got to protect your heart, people. You can't just allow yourself to just fall in love with anybody like a golden fucking retriever. You have to allow yourself to not put yourself in a position where you would accidentally fall in love with somebody who isn't good for you, because otherwise you're setting yourself up for a shitty life. You see, so you got to protect your heart, man. What did Michael Jackson say from Billie Jean? He said something like, my mama always told me, be careful who you love. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Fucking Michael told us. Michael's mama told us. That's wisdom. Ancient wisdom, probably. I don't know. Old folk singing wisdom. But you got to put yourself to protect your heart, man. Don't allow yourself to get entangled with people that are not good for you. And you can tell if they're not good for you pretty fucking quick. So just, don't put yourself in those positions, okay? Do that. MJ Wisdom, that's right. Hello. Would you date someone who is more successful than you? Good fucking luck with that. I wouldn't not, though, to be honest. But I don't think, I haven't met anybody who is. That's in the range in which I would date. Straight up. Or no kids, preferably. What? Portuguese? Do you speak Portuguese? He's in this English live and watching this very American-looking man speak English. And he's like, well, do you speak Portuguese? No, I don't speak Portuguese. What country are you? What county are you? What county am I? I'm in LA County. I live in America, Los Angeles. West Coast, Beverly Hills. The sun's setting over the hills in Beverly Hills. Live at the top of the hill. Nice view out there. Sun's going down. Pool's covered because it's fall. But whatever, West Coast. TMI maybe, yeah, probably. Hello. Espanol? Rocks his lamp. Yeah, you like the lamp? You have nothing but money. And I'm articulate, and I got a good personality, and I'm funny. I'm tall, and I'm well dressed. I got a lot of things. And then the thing is I came from nothing. I had no money. So I grew up poor, So I had to make something of myself, and I'm educated, and I have an advanced degree, and I have real corporate experience. I lead teams, I build businesses, I do a lot of things. I have a lot of things besides money, but money I do have too. You're definitely not tall. Well, I'm not the tallest I could be. There's a lot of people out in California that are way taller than me. I thought I was tall where I'm from, and then I came out to California, and I literally look up to everyone else. I'm 6'1", but walking around California, I feel short. You're right. It seems like there are a lot of people taller than me. Advanced degree in what? Physics and mathematics. Who cares about height? A lot of people care about height. Tell people overrated. Yeah, I've heard that. Are you on TikTok Live too? Yes, I primarily stream on TikTok Live, but I also stream on Instagram, so I can save the recordings and post it here. I'm advanced in logistics. Okay, yeah, so that's interesting you say that because of my degree in math, the very first job I got out of college was a job at a company called Maersk Distribution, which is like a Fortune 500 company, big sea line, big container ships, And my first job ever was I was in a supervising training program at Maersk, and my job was logistics engineer. So we had to solve what we call triangulation, which is how things are packaged. It's all math, it's complicated math problem. I hated that fucking job. But it was the math part of it was interesting. I got to see how it all worked, kind of behind the curtain, how things got brought into the United States. All that stuff was really, really cool. I did that for a little while before I got my job at Northrop, which was building weapons for the government, private corporation, for-profit company. And I worked primarily on major contracts like the F-35. which we're the subcontractor on, the F-18 Prime, the B-52 bomber, and some other programs I can't talk about because I have top secret clearance. Did that for a long, long time, like 7 years before I left, started my own companies. But that being said, I have a lot of experience in that kind of corporate world and like STEM stuff, and it's really, really cool. But the engineers can make a lot of money, but not as nearly as much money as business owners. You see, if you're smart and you can figure it out, but that takes a lot of doing. But luckily, I'm a systems guy, and I talk about some of those stories on my TikTok, my posts, my recent ones. How's your perfume doing? It's okay. It's doing okay. Algebra 2. I used to tutor. I swear to God, I used to tutor math when I was in college for money. Oh, somebody love me the way you love yourself. Yeah, you should love yourself. If you don't love yourself, who the fuck is going to love you ever? You got to know what you're capable of and appreciate all the gifts that you've been given. Because if you don't do that shit, you won't be able to have anybody really appreciate who you are. You get what I mean? Would you recommend real estate right now, today? I think you might want to think twice. But maybe getting prepared for the next, bubble, and then maybe. Have you been in love? Yes, a couple times. The more I watch you, the more I realize I'm your type. A word? Have you gotten a hair transplant? Thoughts on one? I haven't, but I'm not opposed. I would totally get one if I needed it. Like one day I might need one. And, as I get older, who knows, man? Who the fuck knows? I don't have any problem with it. I think you should absolutely use all the tools, that are available to you. Whatever, man. If you're balding or and it's affecting your confidence, making you feel self-conscious, whatever, get a fucking hair transplant for sure. Do it. I don't know who to recommend to you or whatever. I haven't done it yet personally, but I think that in maybe 5 or 10 years I might. Nothing wrong with bald. Yeah, if you're balding and you don't want to do the transplant thing, you should definitely if you're balding and you want to do the transplant thing, you should definitely shave it. Just shave it if you don't want to do that. Your vibes are awesome. Thank you. We love a bald dude. Yeah, some people like that. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Hey there. That's what it looks like. It's made by boyfriend daddy material. Thank you. I'll take that. Hi from the Philippines. Hello, guys. Listen, guys, that's my time. It's been an hour. Thanks everybody for joining. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm private, but I will accept you if you want. It's Mr.russellhartley, or you can just simply click the button on my profile. If you want to add me right now, I will accept it. I all these live streams I record and put over there. You can check them out. Really, really fun. But the real stuff's posted on The real stuff is posted on my Instagram. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. I'm private, but I'll add you. Okay, thanks everybody for joining me. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye. Happy Thanksgiving.